Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Conundrum. Und viele fragen sich jetzt, warum ist denn der jetzt im Hauptmenü? Das werdet ihr sofort sehen. Und zwar, ich kann es euch nicht erklären, nachdem ich die letzte Folge kurz bevor ich in diese Bibliothek reingegangen bin, habe ich halt das Spiel dann auch beendet, um dann dementsprechend halt was zu essen. Und dann dachte ich mir abends, das setze ich nochmal hin, nimmst nochmal eine Folge auf. Und der Spiele fortsetzen Button ist seitdem bei mir ausgegraut. Da wird jetzt Folgendes für euch passieren. Es wird heute 2 Folgen geben. Ich werde jetzt Conundrum noch einmal neu spielen bis zu der Stelle. Und zwar ohne auch zu kommentieren und im Zeitraffer, sodass für alle Leute dann, ja, die sich das bis dahin nochmal im Zeitraffer angucken können. Also ich hoffe, dass das Video dann so ungefähr 20 Minuten lang wird. Und anschließend kommt dann eine normale Folge halt raus, die dann in der Bibliothek weiterführt. Ziel der Sache ist es, dass man ja so Gegenstände finden kann, wie diese komischen Uhren und so. Und ich aber leider im Kopf nicht mehr genau habe, wo die überall sind. Also ich kann mich an die meisten Rätsel, mache ich das so. Deswegen wird jetzt kurz bevor ich auf neue Spielstücke die Aufnahme immer kurz unterbrochen. Ich werde mein Mikrofon und ähnliches ausschalten. Und dann könnt ihr es euch dann einfach angucken. Und ja, ich hoffe, ihr seid mit dieser Vorgehensweise einverstanden. Und ab der Bibliothek dann, sobald ich da bin, wird es dann ganz normal weitergehen. So wie wir es bis jetzt dann auch hatten. Und ja, ich sag mal, bis nachher dann.
Once upon a time. Well, let's see here. If I configure the transdimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds capacity. Oh, you're here? I have the most incredible invention. Unfortunately, I'm a bit indisposed at the moment. If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can. Ah, you confounded machine. What was that? Oh, good. That should be a safety release for the... Where on earth did I put it? Oh, no. Ah! Wait, what just happened? I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello, you can hear me, right? Jump around a bit if you can. Ah, it seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing. There. Ah, much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma. A bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid. Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know. If you head over to my office over on the left, you should be able to restart the Manor's power grid. Throw that switch there. It should be the one. Well, that wasn't as effective as I had hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just take the glove in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased. What you're holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional shift device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove. If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first. There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house. Since now one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough. The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area. You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating gruide, or a drinking bird, except it's far more advanced. Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility, and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function. This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with a drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful, because everything is 10 times lighter than normal. Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass-to-electricity converter. There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond. Something to note, since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same. As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the Manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries. This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove. Ah, that's Dolly, Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent. I'll need to tune that later. Ah, that's my favorite chair. Oh, and that one too. Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere. Oh, that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or type. Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times. In case you're wondering, you turned on a fan. Please say that you don't need me to explain that to you. Ah, that's where that got to. That is a botched experiment of mine called the awkward noise generator. There's got to be more around somewhere. Standard issue conveyor belts. Sometimes laziness should be indulged. So I haven't discussed my location a whole lot, but it seems as if I'm in some sort of limbo. I think I may explore a bit and see what turns up. You, sir, are a degenerate. This room often gets rather sweltering in the summertime. Air circulation is very important. The physicality of that still completely baffles me. This is one of the animals that Dolly cloned to rather, well, intriguing results. Ah, you've moved on to a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible. This is the gravid wolfram dimension, or heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier. Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful. I tell you that I've honestly forgotten which Dolly sold up to which power converter. He's a bit on the shy side. Give him some time to get used to. Some dimensions are tightly bound together, like the one we're in right now, and also the fluffy and heavy dimensions. That red battery will provide enough energy to enable the IDS device to widen the heavy dimension rifts in this area. It appears this Dolly got stuck on an infinite loop. How unfortunate. There seems to be a large expanse of piles and pits filled with various random objects. No, not where you are. Here, in this confounded place. Are those hard candy? They're a little funny. Ugh. With the increased density and higher melting points of items in heavy dimension, quadrangle laser beams are rendered rather ineffectual. Like most things in life, timing is key. I came across Ike some time ago, and he decided to follow me back to the manor. I believe Ike stole these and hid them at one point. He's rather fond of shiny objects. Not half bad. This was once the family cat, Lord Widget Pompadour Fluffington IV, or Widget the First. Note that if you disrupt the blue beam, it should deactivate something. Apparently this unit needs a little bit of work. not entirely sure how many DVDs of radiation that is. Hope you're not looking to have children later. So, that painting really unnerves me. He looks like he wanted to take it down, but he won't let me. It's mostly dark. Well, maybe not dark. Sort of twilight. So cozy over there. I find the number 3 to be a very satisfying number. It's a Hebrew number, and the proper amount of scoops on asking. Well, I could have done it better myself. Not bad, though. Oh, I really wish I could do that. This is a compression platform, which uses photoelectric energy to function. Like a spring, the energy pulses below the platform excite the molecules in the air, stimulating an elastic structural rigidity. I really like that before you got to it. I was wondering where I could put that. Careful. Now I see a giant pit filled with keys. Just remember, you need enough change in the mass to build up enough mechanical energy. Think of this highly complex piece of technology as a trampoline. It's time to spring into action. I cracked myself up. Aren't you supposed to whistle while you work and grin and whatnot? Satisfying, isn't it? This is one of my past inventions, Joan the Jetpack. You probably never saw this invention. It was my hole digger. One can never be too safe. Pun, pun, pun. I was quite the champion at shot put during my years in college on the track and field team. The electromagnetic microreactors, or electromats if you're so inclined, will all require a conductive polycell. Hooped it! I also happen to be on the basketball team as well. Nice shot! Oh, come on! Well played! I believe you're close to the generator in that sector. A little further. My head feels like I've been hit squarely by a 2x4, and I still haven't regained my memory. So, you need to be over by that glass door, but it looks like you're going to have to go through the object distribution system to get there. Jump! This is definitely not the right place for you to be. Easy now. Easy now. Huh, I wonder what he's eating there. You sure? Almost there, I think. Nicely done. The generator room for this sector is ahead. Hey, look at it this way. The worst that can happen is that you fail miserably. Fantastic, you made it. If you can get to the generator, I'll tell you what to do. That's much quieter. It was so safe where that was, though. You'll have to bridge the gap somehow since the scaffolding collapsed. Okay, it looks as if the motor is stopped. You'll need to get that arm rotating fast enough to reactivate the generator. Great! One down, two to go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Why don't you take a look at those blueprints? Ah, splendid. It seems as if the power is starting to come back online. As I still haven't been able to figure out how to get out of here, you'll have to make it to the next generator, head towards the yellow wing. And perhaps I can find a way out of here. This is getting rather ridiculous. In case you were wondering about the pneumatic transportation tubes around the manor, they are filled with the same science juice that is in all the IDS batteries. I was able to extract the base material for the science juice from a undisclosed biological source. Ah, if only you could see the look on your face right now. I hope that you've been able to glean that the time in this next dimension is protracted, causing everything to move in slow motion. Like a pan-dimensional bunny rabbit, hopping across a landscape of quantum fields. Poetry. Not entirely sure what Desmond is in this area. Sometimes the act of slowing things down can reveal the correct path. The first building raised on quadrangle land wasn't much to look at. I mentioned that the manor requires a lot of ventilation. Careful, the blades are rather sharp. Well, it's probably not the best location for you, but sadly it's rather unavoidable. I would move if I were you. What a disappointing hiding spot. Step off now! Okay, next. Oh! Oh! You should be able to fit through. Don't forget to breathe. It's an important aspect of life. You maintain the same dimensional stability. In other words, your properties do not change upon shift. I've been able to ground several of my inventions in our normal baseline dimension as well. That's why quadrangle technology doesn't shift. It looks like you could use a little more time with that converter switch. Botbots, or basic orthogonal traversing bot. I invented them a long time ago to perform simple tasks. Their artificial intelligence is extremely simple, but it helps to keep the house in order. Well, you did that. I guess you could be proud if you wanted. You know what I miss? Guitars. They always make music so much better. But I digress. When I was your age, I used to have to construct my own computers, if I wanted them smaller than a refrigerator. You kids are entirely too spoiled. Ike's become a rather interesting lab assistant, though his indiscriminate appetite is a bit of a hindrance. I was bored all day, and decided to play a game of catch with myself, utilizing the slow motion dimension. You should try it sometime. For some reason, this particular configuration of laser beams has been outlawed in several nations. I can't imagine why. Ah, and here you see stately quadrangle manor as it stands now. I believe that's safe number 21,157. Teach you how to teach you not to chew with your mouth open. That'll do. I'm looking at a gigantic sack of cell phones. It is abhorrent when you young folks text to one another. Is English truly that difficult? Those buttbots are programmed not to let any non-organic foreign objects pass. Oh, I believe there's a heavy IDS battery across the scaffolding there. I can invent a glove that completely changes the laws of quantum mechanics, but apparently I cannot stream a movie to where I am right now, in spite of the multitude of cell phones. Apparently this unit also needs a bit of tweaking. I'm not entirely convinced of your aptitude to handle this situation. Oh, well, that was a pleasant surprise. Why did I make that? Judging by the fascinating lands of missing items, I can hypothesize that I am officially lost. Short-term memory gone, trapped in some sort of pocket dimension. This used to be one of the manor's libraries. I altered it.